Good afternoon, students. Today we will continue with the chapter legislature. Now, as I have completed the legislature of India, that is the Parliament of India, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, today we will start with the two houses of the US Congress. First of all, let me tell you what is the Congress. In India, what we called as the Parliament, the US Parliament is known as the Congress. The US Parliament is known as the Congress, and they are also having the two houses. The two houses are the House of Representative, which is Lok Sabha in our country, and the Senate, which is known as the Rajya Sabha in our country. And the same, what is known as the House of Representative in India, House of Representative is in the United States, is the Lok Sabha in India and the House of Commons in Britain. This is the lower house. So far as upper house is concerned, Senate in United States, Rajya Sabha in India and the House of Lords in Britain. Now we will make a comparative study, the House of Congress, two houses of the Congress. First is the composition. We know that in the House of Representative there are 435 members, directly elected representative of the people. So the Congress is directly elected by the people, and it was decided that 435, the strength, is adequate to represent the people of United States. The Constitution of United States lays down that no representative shall represent less than 30,000 citizens, but the people of a state must be represented by at least one representative, even if its population is less than 30,000. Now let me tell you what is this 30,000. In India, there are 543 constituencies. That means 543 MPs are elected. Each MP represents around 5.5 to 7 lakh people. So there will be one representative for 5 to 7 lakh people in India. The same in the United States will be one representative for per 30,000 people only. And there are some places or some states in the United States whose population is even less than 30,000. So the Constitution says that even if the population is less than 30,000, it will be represented by at least one representative. Next, we come to the qualification for membership of the House of Representatives. We are now discussing about the House of Representatives. First of all, he should be a citizen of India, must be at least 25 years of age, must have been a resident of the country for at least 7 years. So he must be a resident, that means he should live in that country for 7 years. Not only that, now along with that, he must be a resident of the district to which he represents. The Constitution only desires to him be a resident of that state, but a convention has replaced it. Residence is the electoral district from which he seeks election. So residence means that he should be a resident of the electoral district from which he is supposed to contest the election. Whereas in India, we find that a person from any part of India can contest election in any part of India. Like you know, I must have said in the class also that Mr. Narendra Modi, the now Prime Minister of India, he belongs from Gujarat, but he contested election in Varanasi and he became the Prime Minister of India. But that is not allowed in the United States. If you want to contest election, first of all, he must be a resident of the United States for continuous 7 years, and he must be a resident of the electoral district from which he seeks election. Next, he must fulfill all those qualifications which the Congress may prescribe from time to time. So whatever are the requirement of the Congress from time to time, that he must fulfill. Next, he should not hold any office of profit under the United States of America. Hope all of you know that to be a member of the House of the Representative, he cannot be a member of, he cannot do job under any office of the United States. He must not have been accused of treason, sedition and felony. That means he should not have any criminal records, or he was arrested on the ground of treason or sedition or felony. No member during his term can be appointed to any civil office which shall have been created or the emoluments of which shall have been increased during such time. No member during his term can be appointed to any civil office which shall have been created or the emoluments of which shall have been increased during such time. So these are the 8 points which are required as the qualification for the members of the House of Representatives. Next, the method of election. The method of election of the House of Representative members are same as that of the Lok Sabha members in our country. That means they are elected by the citizens of India who are above the age of 18. They are above after the 26th amendment, all citizens, both male and female, who have attained the age of 18 years are entitled to vote. Before this amendment, the qualifying age was 21 years. Even in our country, in 1989, an amendment was made according to which the voting age was reduced from 21 to most probably 86th amendment, and the voting age was reduced from 21 to 18. So it is same in the United States also. Next, we have the privileges and immunities of the members. The members have the privilege of freedom from arrest during the session and also in going to and returning from the same. But here no period is mentioned. In our country, a member of the parliament cannot be arrested 40 days before the session and 40 days after the session. But in United States, they also cannot be arrested, but no time has been specified. However, it does not protect them from arrest in civil suit which the House is not in session, while the House is not in session, or for things said outside the Congress. But a person can be arrested if there is a civil suit against him, and he can be arrested when the House is not in session, or they cannot be questioned outside the Congress. They have complete freedom of speech or debate, and they cannot be questioned in any court of law. So that means as a member of the House of Representatives, he is free to ask any question within the Congress, within the House, and he is not answerable in front of any court of law. Tenure, the members, very very important. The member of the House of Representatives enjoys office for 2 years. They are eligible to get re-elected and there is no limit on it. The tenure of the House is fixed. It cannot be dissolved before the expiry of its full term of 2 years. As you have seen that in India, even if the Council of Ministers are collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha, and if a Lok Sabha passes the vote of no confidence, then the entire Council of Ministers will have to resign. But in United States, the Council of Ministers or the ministers will remain in office for 2 years, or the House will remain for 2 years, and under any circumstances it cannot be dissolved. The majority of the total membership that has been fixed as the quorum. In our country, quorum is 110, but in United States, the majority of the total membership is 218. Then we have another point, that is the session of the House. The 20th Amendment has made it essential to hold one session of the Congress every year. It is not like 3 sessions in our country. The session begins on 3rd of January each year, and the two houses meet simultaneously and most adjourn their session on the same day. In case of disagreement between the two houses regarding the date of adjournment of the session of the Congress, the President decides the date. So here we see that they have only one session. The President has also the power to call a special session of the Congress during an emergency. However, once the Congress come into a special session, it alone and not the President decide the date of adjournment of the session. So this is today we will do up to this. Next day we will move on to the House of the Senate. So till then, all of you go through this video and try to understand and read the book also thoroughly. Thank you.